Hello, hello. I'm just waiting for people to join. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure out what is going on here. Yes, I'm on the correct one. Hello, hello. Just gonna wait a couple more minutes. It's been recorded already. Let's see. Okay, a couple more minutes and we will start. So while we're waiting for people to join, I just very quickly will, as always, put some housekeeping points. First of all, so lovely to see you. I hope you can hear me well. If you can just pop it in the chat, that would be great. And I'm super, super grateful to do this summer art flow for you guys. Obviously, it's going to be, the recording will be available on YouTube, so you can watch it anytime you want. I have a different set of position today. Hopefully, it will be better visibility of the canvas. Thank you, wonderful. Okay, because the weather isn't really great with the light. The lesson will take approximately 1 hour, and we will, people who work with me know that it's really, the lessons are a combination of painting and meditation as well. And today we're focusing on light within. So it's quite, I feel it's quite important subject, especially nowadays, where we really being challenged on every really from every angle, potential, you know, the living at the moment is quite stressful for all of us. So the whole point of the lessons is to really transform your life with art. I believe we all creative people, we have creativity in our heart. So what I normally do, I just really guide people to you know, paint. If you all have any questions, you can put it in the comments. I also added a donation link. If you feel this video helped you in any way, all the donations are super appreciated. So today, as I said, the light within is the title. So I will work with specific colors for this. So I have all the yellows. Then I have all the oranges and red. And I also will add some browny colors. One is amber and the other one is sienna. And I do have some pink as well. We'll see if I will use that one. As always, a large jar of white color. A couple brushes. I normally use one and then have a jar of water. We can just brush your, clean your brush. And the most important thing is to have some kind of, sorry, I'm just trying to see, okay, oh, good. So some kind of palette or a plate where you can just really when you can really just mix the colors. So I use like a bamboo plate, but you can use any type. And then we have canvas, which this one is actually canvas board, but you can use anything. You can paint on the paper too, so that's not the problem at all. And yes, okay. So you can paint on canvas board or canvas, whatever works for you the most. So this is just couple points for the you know, housekeeping at the beginning. So just to let you know, I'm using acrylics, canvas board, some brushes and water. Like I mentioned at the beginning, the title of the painting is Light Within, and we will work with yellow and then slightly darker colors and just mix them together. Okay, so before all the paintings and every single lesson of mine, I always do a little meditation. So I encourage you to sit down, sit back, really relax your body. The best way is to have not your feet or hands crossed over. Just really, really relax into the space of the meditation. Okay, if anyone has got any comments, drop it in the chat box. I can't see anything, so I think we are all good, which is wonderful. So let's just close our eyes. I'm going to put the music slightly louder. Don't need to hear the music. Just really, really relax and close your eyes. Have your feet flat on the floor. And we always start the meditation with really deep breathing. By the way, this meditation can be done as well, not always before the painting. I believe the meditation really calms us down, especially nowadays. So take a long and deep breath in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in and out. And one more time, long and deep breath through your nose and out, and just feel all your body relaxing really nicely. This is you who is creating this lovely relaxation within your body, within your cells, within your spine. Relax your jaw, relax every single part of your body. All is well. In this very now moment, everything is perfect. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just try every single each breath in and out, have it longer and deeper. Breathe in and out. And now imagine and feel this wonderful light which sits within you. We all have it. We all part of energy particles. Energy is light. That's what's within you. Just feel this wonderful ball of light within your core of your body. You can even feel this warmth in your core, just really bouncing around like a beautiful ball of light. And imagine that this light goes to every single cell of your body now. Just distributes this light to your body, and that's your healing process. That's your light. That's your ball. And take deep breath in on this and out. And feel like this light is really raising up and down through your body. And it goes beyond that. It goes around you, creating beautiful bubble of light, surrounding whole your body, protecting every single chakra of your body, every cell, every muscle. This is your personal, beautiful light protection. Take a deep breath in and out, and release your belly. Everything soft and wonderful, flowing with this beautiful light from within. And imagine it's almost like a sun shining on you, and it's going deep inside and then deep outside. It's flowing through every single vein of your body. Every single cell is shining even more and more. You become this beautiful, glowing being. Take a deep breath in and out. And feel this body, feel this light within you and around you. This is your personal light. This is the light where you can come back to every single time. It's part of you, always was and always will be. Take a deep breath in and out. Bathe in this light now. Take a deep breath in again and out. And with this soft light, relaxed, energized, and protected, very slowly open your eyes and we will paint from this state. All good, wonderful. I haven't got any questions. That's wonderful. Okay. So let's paint. So I will basically just paint step by step. And you can follow me normally on my workshops or one-to-ones, which I do offer, by the way. I hold the energy for people, so mostly they just paint in front of me and I hold the energy. With the free ones, it's easier for me to just show you what I'm doing. So I'm saying that because you don't have to necessarily do exactly what I'm doing. This is the flow of energy. This is the flow of art. That's how intuitive art sort of works. So I will start with the light colors. So I have my white, which I'm putting on my tray. And then I will add different yellow. I will show you in a minute. I'm just basically telling you what I'm doing. It's easier to just do it in front of me and then show you. So I have 3 different yellow colors. Don't be discouraged if you have only one. That's not the problem at all, because we can create more. So it looks like pretty like that. I always say the magic happens on the palette actually. So it's really cool to sort of look at it. And then what I will do, I will just basically start creating the colors on the palette. So just mixing white and yellow. And I go with the very light one and I just mix on it and then put it on the canvas. So because I have different setup, I just need to see if it's, yeah, it's going to be good. So what I will do, I just go with the beautiful round movements today. And the middle will be white. Definitely should sit on the other side. And then what I'm doing on the edges, I'm adding slightly different color, so slightly darker. And just flow with the shape of this round, beautiful movement. So like we had in meditation, you have this wonderful ball of light. Just feel it, just really dance with the colors. So you can mix the colors on the palette, you can mix colors on the canvas. So what I'm doing now is the edges will be slightly darker, so the color is changing. But at the same time, I blend the colors together. So there's not really much edges there, although, you know, it's always nice to see some structure too. I'm gonna add more orange now, so this color. So I'll start with the lightest, I would say, from all my red and orange colors. Then it's slightly more reddish. So if you have only one red, that's absolutely fine, because what you can do, you can really create, which I will show you in a minute on the actual palette, you can create the color from your red mixing with the yellow, so you will have this beautiful orange. So it just really depends if you have the color on or not. So I'm having more orange there. If your brush is a little bit too dry, just pop it in the water you have, and then it's always nice to mix colors when your brush is slightly wet, and just flow with it. Again, the same way of painting, just really flow. Again, my brush is really dry. Sometimes it's good to have a dry brush, but at the beginning, when you really focus on the background, it's nice to actually have your brush quite wet, simply, because then it covers everything. So I will add more red now, so slightly deeper red. And I probably will go in a minute to brown. I don't feel to have two types of brown. One is more like a reddish and the other one is much more browny. So I'm just putting this on my palette again. And these two colors will give like a really nice depth on the side of the painting. So this is how it looks, and this is the dark red, and then we have slightly, it's like a dark red brown, I would call it, and then a slightly darker brown. So what I do first, I mix red with the other orange red, and just put a nice chunk of this. Again, my brush is dry, so a little bit more. And when your brush is wet and you put it on the place where you had other color, it blends really nicely as well, because acrylics are based on water. So the color underneath, even when it's dry, it can basically get slightly wetter, and it just mixes really nicely too. This is something which you don't really do with oils, because when they dry, then they dry, although they dry very long time as well. So you can just really create this structure already with your brush movements, whatever feels right to you. You can do different movements of your brush, soft ones, very deep ones. Again, a little bit of water. And then we'll blend nicely. A bit of yellow on my brush. I won't go too much deep because I want to have this beautiful yellow middle, or white even. So I'm adding more red on the side, and I will go in a very second to beautiful brown. It's really covering everything nicely. And now I go with the brown. So if you will see, and if I will mix it with the red, it will give this beautiful, I would say like a burgundy color. You can achieve this dark, deep red color as well by adding tiny bit of blue to red, and it gives this like a dirty color a little bit. But brown is really nice because brown is warm color, so it will work really well with this particular exercise. And then at the end, I'm just adding really dark brown. Again, cover it nicely. And just flow, just enjoy the colors. Remember that each color has got frequency too. So when you paint with specific color, it just gives you whatever you really need at this very moment. This is beauty of art. It's a little bit like with music, when you listen specific tones, and I'm talking about harmonic music really. It just gives you this wonderful vibration, whatever you need right now. And obviously, because you paint from your heart, your higher self will know exactly what you need. So I'm just doing the edges. Again, this beautiful brown, mixing with red, which actually dried there by now. So it's fine. And wet brush. And just flow with it really nicely. And the very edges, dark brown. The chocolate brown. So now when we have this covered, sorry, you can really play with it for ages, you know, depending how long you want to spend with your art, because it's really about the flowing. So what I will do now, I will try to make the middle slightly stronger in terms of light. So I'm just adding more white. And while you're painting as well, you can just add little structure to the particular color you will you will paint. So I just washed my brush as well, because my brush would be in the dark brown and that would not give me the pure white I want to have it. And just really just feel, it could be just a couple movements, it doesn't have to be fully white, fully covered in white. I also have a little bit of yellow on my palette still left, this very light yellow. I'm just adding it there as well, just make it like a lemony yellow. Yellow is a beautiful color, it's a solar plexus chakra. So remember, when you're playing with yellow, this wonderful chakras, very slowly but very gracefully opening for you. It's nice. So I'll add more yellow on my palette, just to really make this stronger. So I added both colors, yellow and the very light yellow and slightly darker, and just gonna play with it. Now, when you have this wonderful background already, and you know the white is very settled, you can add this like brush movements to around your bowl. So we'll give this wonderful depth, especially when you use different color to the one which is in the background. So you're just gonna have this different shapes. And again, whatever is coming to you, remember, is perfect. No mistakes as well. And mistakes, if you feel something is mistake, they can be always covered. Remember, you can use your fingers as well. This is really cool way of painting. You can just really use your finger for that. You can also do here, like I mentioned before, only about the wet brush. Here we can use dry brush, so the brush is slightly drier, and you just really put it like really flat and just play with it. Just give it more light to the orange section, which I have a little bit of orange left here, so I'm just mixing with yellow. So the magic happens on the palette and on the canvas too. So again, little shapes. These shapes are being created by your brush being just really flat, not flat, just really horizontal. Dry brush, whatever feels right is right. And this white patch being created by having a white paint on the side of my brush. It's quite cool as well. Looks almost like a shining light. And don't be afraid to add some of these bits as well to different part of your red and orange side. So just using my paint, having more shapes. You can do like a really long movements. And again, dry brush, just adding more light. Just using my paint from the... I will actually add a little bit of white there. Just really flow with it. Whatever is coming out in the perfect way for you. So I just have white color only, but because my yellow is still wet, it creates this like very light yellow, and I'm just gonna add it here. So the orange from the bottom mixing really nicely too. So flat brush and just adding some lights here. And a little bit of light there on the top. So almost like it's shining upwards. Very cool effect. Oops, but it will be more white. So if the mistakes like that happen, that's fine. I can just put with my fingers. I don't want this yellow there. That's fine. Yeah. Mistakes on the when you're painting it intuitively, I believe they're a little bit like mistakes or things which happen to us in life. They just have to happen for us to see different things, or being triggered or transform something. This is the same here. So you can always, you know, just really change them and just get whatever you need from it. I'm just adding some white bits. Okay, it's looking good. So these little parts here, they look like a shining light, which is just really done by effect of having a white paint on the side of the brush and just really, you know, flow with it. And then you can do a couple crops as well. So I will add now, I will do more red. And I'm having this very dark red. I think it's this one. And I will put some orange. Because I believe this is a little bit too deep. This can have a little bit more red. So, you know, when you come to the point where you feel like, okay, your painting is finished, or maybe it's halfway through, whatever, just sit down and just like feel it, you know, where could I change it or add stuff, or is it exactly, you know, how I felt it? Sometimes it's good to just really, well, that's very deep. It's too deep, this color. I don't want to have it too deep, so I'm just adding orange. So this is my palette here. So I'm just adding orange. So this orange will make the red I wanted much more appealing. And then I'm just really blending with my fingers. What my desire here is to just lose this deep line, because it just doesn't serve any purpose, I believe. So again, dry brush. I do go a little bit over here, but that's fine. I'm just going to make some little lines there to just carry on with our theme. And then just adding more orange. So it's just going to open this dark space a little bit more. Nice. And a couple brush movements. Again, remember you can use your brush in any direction, flat, pointed. So I'm doing the same on the other side, making this line slightly less visible. I sometimes do that with brush too, so sort of pointing upwards, especially with the light. That's a very great technique, which I may will do. I do have some white here. So just do it like upwards. A little bit of orange there and red. Add some red on the bottom, give it more contrast there. And because I've got some red on my palette still, I'm just going to use it. So maybe make it deeper somewhere here as well. Dry brush, so moving the light upwards. And because I have some white left, I'm just gonna do here. So one brush movement and just really like light coming out. And then the last thing, I will focus on the brown again. Just make it deeper. Are you asking me something, Becky? I can't see. No, okay. So I'm just having two different brown ones again, washing my brush because my brush had some white color. So that will not make the color so deep like I wanted. So just a little two brown colors. I will mix them together because I don't want the brown to be too deep. And just again, play with the brush. Make it deeper in some places. And wherever I had this light beaming out, you can just do like little brush movements like that. So it will give more depth as well. More depth here, wherever it feels right to you. And here maybe, even if it's so dark, that's fine. I'm just gonna make a couple movements that way. You can just really use your brush, just to really very spontaneous and like a dot type things. That could be whatever, glass or whatever you want to call it. That's a quite cool effect. And again, dry brush. That's it. That's quite cool. I like this. This is really, so sometimes, you know, especially when you don't plan things and you just paint intuitively, things are coming up out from you and they will just show out beautifully on the painting. I may well add slightly more white on my finger just to do the middle. And I'm just doing it with my finger just to add this. I love doing it because then you can feel the actual canvas. Oh, I've got red finger, that's not good. Just tiny bit of yellow, so hopefully this red will go there because we didn't want, unless pink's supposed to be there, that's a good point too. I'll just play with it again. Really play with it. This is the best part, where you can just really touch the canvas and be with it fully. Remember, this is your higher self is guiding you here. It's guiding you all the time. You just don't listen. So I encourage you to connect with your higher self more and more. Just using the paint now. You can do movements like that, like around ones, so we'll make the actual shape even more round. Okay, I think that looks pretty cool. How are we all doing? I'm just checking if there's any questions. So basically you could really play with it more and more and just adding more layers, i.e., you know, little details. You could even have like, I don't know, like darker tree coming out from here, or have more dark, almost like the branches around it. That could be an option too. Whatever feels right to you. Just, you know, if you feel work more on this piece, just carry on and just really, really practice. Yeah, finish early, but anyone has got questions? So obviously you can create this piece as well. Can we show you? Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, just pop it on your screen, Becky. You can create this piece in any color you want. Just really, the best way is to have the colors with the same temperature. So, you know, warm colors like we have here, or cold colors, which would be green and blue. But again, the light would be created by white too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's lovely. Wonderful. I can see now. Yeah. Becky, did you show? I didn't see. Oh wow, that's amazing. Both. Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful. Fantastic. So yeah, I feel if you want to, you can really you know, work on the piece more and more. I encourage you to, even if you will paint something else, I encourage you to maybe do quick meditation beforehand. That's always setting up the mind to really, I always say, to have a break and just really focus on the heart space and just paint from there. This video will be available on YouTube, so you can always come back to it. I'm just going to record it now and pop it on the YouTube. And like I mentioned before, I do one-to-ones if anyone is interested. So all the details are on my website. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. And much love to you. And just really, really focus on your heart. Like, it's nothing is so important now than just really focusing within, because that's what will help us to ascend, really. My colors represent vision, calmness. Yeah, yeah, I believe that every time when we create, you know, that's why I mentioned the colors as well. We do heal ourselves in different ways, and because we paint from our higher self, it just gives us this exactly energy which we need at this very moment. It could be very settled. It could be something which is just really, you know, maybe not even that, you can't even feel it that much, but I feel amazing after I paint, and I paint for people, so I'm not like releasing or anything. I do really deep meditation before my painting, just to really go into special space for myself. but I know quite a lot of people, you know, do and practice art for healing. So I appreciate you very much, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Bye.